Hello, good evening, and welcome to TC Network. I am Tnal bringing you today's news. Today's top headlines include: government offices in Lumka district remain closed over suspension of a head constable. Mayday force posted in the Hill district is a threat to life of innocent civilians, says Kukizo bodies of Moray. And some calls on the governor opposes Mayday or Mayday inclusion in scheduled tribe lease. News in details. As per the information of the Indigenous Tribal Leaders Forum, all government offices in Lumka District Headquarters have been shut down since the suspension order of Head Constable Siamlal Pol had not been dissolved within the stipulated time, and also the transferring of DC Darun Kumar and SP Sivanan survey before 24 hours had not been fulfilled. Financial bank and treasury, medical department, educational institution, and electric department may be exempted, but agricultural, horticulture, DC office, SD office, forest and the likes have been shut down by the order of the ITLF. Ginza Volzong, ITLF spokesperson, said that this shutdown will continue even if the Home Department under Manipur government issue a strict order of no work, no payment for each employee, and he requests the government employees to cooperate with this shutdown since this is one of the main steps in a fight towards a separated administration. Our MLAs have brought the issues to the government and had negotiated with them, so the result lies on the decision of the center government. The Home Department had taken this bold action of the ITLF, shutting down government offices starting today, the 19th of February 2024, as a challenge against the law and the government. And this act of the ITLF had gone viral in social media platforms, and the Manipur government strongly condemned the act, saying the ITLF had no right to close government offices. According to an order issued by the Home Department under the Manipur government, if any organization shut down government offices or prohibit government employees from going to office, they are liable of severe punishment under the law. And also, if any employee is absent from work without leave, the no work, no pay will be applied against that worker. The employees of institutions, establishment, autonomous body under central and state government needs to maintain strict attendance, and the district magistrate and superintendent of police had been given strict order to look after the attendance of the government employees in their own fields. The ITLF had already warned the government about the consequences of failing to dissolve the suspension of a policeman just because he posted with armed village volunteers in a viral photo and video, and since they pay no heed to the order, the government offices had been shut down starting today. Further, during the mob protest in the night of 15 February 2024 at DC and SP offices, the Central Forces shot live bullets at the protesting mobs at DC office, killing 2 civilians and more than 30 injured. The ITLF had issued a press statement on the 17th of February saying, failing to comply by the demands, offices will be shut down starting 19 February. If any government employees pay no respect to this order and continues to go to office, he or she will bear the consequences of their untoward action against the order of the ITLF.
Dan khau tak bang no work no pay chi khong mon gen khamai the a wai te kha ilo de hike a ki separate som hi na na I thwak zek anga ya wai zek na government employee te le na thwak zek wa ki support to wa inget pen imu ma kha I pan khom poi mo hi dan thei thak thaka pang khom ni na ngen na kon bola wai zek na tutung he to ki sa ki ho na kha ai te le bangle ai te le fin kha MLA te akisola negotiation boldina zanlamena government to khatve akimukhinwa idei dan inget dan ilungkim lo dan te kha MLA ten kha government kyanga ana pulakhinwa to kha abol kha government khota khota hiya ama akipan don na imunai ke don na imu ma kha hichia haksalele ipan khom phatu panila khom ngai hichi ka mi pi te kyang na le komina kizak sakna kon bole he.
The Kuki in Tnal made a press release today, the 19th of February 2024, condemning the unjustified act of SSP Nectar. The press release reads, the student body society of Tnal District, KSO Tnal District is shocked and in disbelief that an officer of Manipur State Force of rank Senior SP Nectar indulging in threatening to kill an innocent civilian person who has done no wrong to him or anyone else. Such activity is appalling and dangerous to the peace and safety of our innocent civilians. This sample proved the long-standing demand of the people of Tnal District that any Mayday force posted in the Hill District is a threat to the life of the innocent civilian of our district. Our continuous appeal and prayer to the central government, including even to high-ranking officer of Assam Rifles up to the DGAR and to the Indian Army high officials who has come to visit the district, even to GOC in C. But to our utter surprise and disbelief, our appeal fell on deaf ear. This makes us ask sometime, are we second-class citizens of India, that even our genuine appeal seems to fall on a deaf ear? We kept reminding the central government and the concerned security forces that as a citizen of India, we deserve protection and that our appeals needs to be heard. The release further reads that this evidence is but just one of the many pieces of evidence we provide to them regarding the unlawful activities of the communal state force and that they remove communal forces from our district. The Indian Constitution doesn't provide any place for communal forces from our district. The Indian Constitution doesn't provide any place for communal forces in India, and definitely the Indian security rules and code of conduct doesn't allow such activities by its personnel, especially high-ranking officers. How long will the central government keep a blind eye and pretend to not see and hear the injustice and atrocities committed by the communal state force in our district? The press release further reads that if the central government and the authorities concerned doesn't listen to our appeal, to whom should we appeal as citizens of India? Are we not Indian to you? Why are you not listening to our prayer and cries of the innocent civilian? How long will you keep a blind eye? How many innocent men, women, and children have to be tortured so that you will hear us? That till now we have listened to the administration and the central government, but there will come a time when we can no longer bear the pain of our innocent civilians. If any unwanted incident happen, the administration and security concerned will bear all the responsibilities. Therefore, we for the last time appeal that such officers and communal forces must be removed from our district for the safety of our public and innocent Indian citizens and to maintain peace in the district. The Kuki in Tnal made a press release yesterday, the 18th of February 2024, to show their displeasure regarding the misusing of power by state forces in the area. The release reads, as one of the continuing genocide campaign committed by the majority Meitei community under the leadership of Meitei Chief Minister N. Biren Singh against the indigenous Kuki-Zo minority communities started since 3rd May 2023. The Meitei terrorists pretending to be state forces deployed in Moray by N. Biren Singh by misusing his power as chief minister against the will of the Kuki-Zo communities in the Kuki-Zo tribal areas with their prime objective of annihilating the Kuki-Zo communities in their own land. The release further reads, apart from these criminal incidents committed by the Meitei terrorists today, the 18th February 2024 at around 8:45 p.m., the Meitei terrorists burned down a home belonging to a Kuki-Zo civilian situated at Chikim village, Moray, which is immediately opposite to the ADC office where the Meitei terrorists led by Sanjambam Nectar were relocated since 19 January 2024. thereby exposing their criminal intention and criminal nature beyond comprehension. The Kuki INP Tecnopol highly condemned the illegal activities of Meitei State Force led by Sanjebam Nectar, which is purely advised by Biren Singh, Chief Minister of Imphal. The Kuki-Zo communities have a full responsibility to demand and fight for their community. The release continues to read, the Kuki INP Tecnopol is deeply shocked by the silent spectator attitude of the central government on the genocide mission of Biren Singh against the Kuki-Zo indigenous communities, but in turn raising Biren Singh on his genocidal spree due to their intentional action and inaction. Therefore, if the central government fails to redress the aggressive sentiment of the Kuki-Zo indigenous community, which they knowingly turn a deaf ear on, the Kuki-Zo shall not remain a silent spectator to the activities of Meitei terrorists in the tribal areas. More and Tecnopol district is a tribal area and not otherwise, and the central government shall bear responsibility of any untoward outcomes due to the genocidal activities of the state duplicate police commandos Meitei terrorists. The All Naga Students Association Manipur (ANSAM) has submitted a memorandum to the Governor of Manipur outlining their opposition to the demand by the Scheduled Tribe Demand Committee Manipur regarding the inclusion of the Meitei or Meitei community in India's Scheduled Tribe list. In the memorandum signed by M. Lui Kang Lakson, President ANSAM, and Ang Te Sang Maring, General Secretary ANSAM, the association expresses concern over the political implications of such inclusion. ANSAM argues that the demand by the dominant community contradicts the constitutional mandate to protect and uplift weaker sections of society. The association contends that while they do not dispute the tribal roots of the Meitei or Meitei community, they believe that over the course of 2,000 years of civilization, the community has evolved beyond tribal characteristics. They view the demand for tribal status as regressive, potentially leading to a reversal of social progress. Additionally, ANSAM raises questions about the homogeneity of the Meitei or Meitei community, citing centuries of ethnic mixing and assimilation with various groups. They argue that the Meitei or Meitei community may not meet the criteria for tribal classification laid out by the government of India. ANSAM highlights the advanced socio-economic indicators of the Meitei or Meitei community, including infrastructure, development, cultural richness, educational achievement, political representation, and sporting prowess. They assert that these indicators align more closely with those of a developed non-tribal community. The association argues for fair and unbiased consideration of the issue, cautioning against escalating tensions on social media platforms. They call for prompt action to ensure the well-being of all ethnic communities involved. Lumka District Hospital, the largest hospital in Kuki-Zo dominated area, is lagging behind in sanitation. It has been reported that despite many sanitary measures taken up to keep the hospital and its surrounding clean, it remains dirty and waste materials are scattering everywhere as it can be seen. Hospital as it meant to be kept clean all the time, waste materials are thrown all around by the people of the district who came to the hospital. Media visiting the hospital are shocked to see that, apart from other waste materials, some whiskey bottles were also found in the premises of the hospital, which is very unfortunate. Sweepers in the hospital sweep the premises twice every day, but waste materials scattered after some time, which has become almost impossible to maintain cleanliness. Spitting marks can be seen almost everywhere inside the hospital building and the premises, which has become a threat to health and well-being. Hospital is meant for everyone, and therefore, the administration of the hospital requested the people that hospitals should be maintained with proper sanitation. They also urged the general public not to spit, not to throw eatable wrappers everywhere and other waste materials. Make use of the dustbins kept in certain places. It may be recalled that the district hospital, Lumka, was declared clean zone back in November 22, 2017. The joint student body Lumka met the Internet Insurance Department at SF Information Center, Royal Academy, Lumka, in regards to the shutdown of Internet in the district in connection with the recent incident at DC office Tuibong. The Internet shutdown had not been issued by the broadband and VPN, but surprisingly, even Wi-Fi had been disconnected. The Internet Department also expressed their helplessness regarding the matter and had suspected the Mayday to take advantage of the situation and completely cutting off the Internet, including Wi-Fi, for the whole district. The JSB had a firm to look into the matter and restore Internet in the district in the quickest, along with the concerned department. As the result of Manipur ethnic violence, it has become not only difficult but for people to own with normal business, but also it has effect greatly in business like automobiles. As such, the Federation of Automobile Dealers Associations released in January data for automobile sold out. Comparing last year's January total sold out was 4,404 automobiles. The FADA sold, but January this year FADA sold out only 2,097, which has drastically decreased by 52.38%. On the other hand, two-wheelers sold out in January last year was 3,158, and that of this year January sold out is 1,571, only, which is also decreased by 50.25%. Three-wheelers sold out last year January was 157, and that of this year January sold out was only 53, which is said to be a decrease of 66.24%, said the data. Commercial vehicles sold out is decreased by 80%. Last year January sold out was 195, and this year January sold out is only 39. A total 51.68% decrease in passenger vehicles sold out. Last year January sold out was 894, and this year January sold out is 432 only. Total of 24 tractors were sold out in January last year, but only 2 were sold out this year January, said FADA Manipur State Chairperson Andy Mangsatabam. The Zomi Student Federation General Headquarters, in a press release, wishes all the candidates for the upcoming board examinations all the very best. The release reads, with regards to the upcoming examinations, as some of the dates for the examination falls on the days that have been observed as days for shutdown, we urge all to cooperate with us in ensuring that candidates are not obstructed from appearing for the examinations, even on days of shutdown. Although we may be in the midst of struggle for survival, we implore all students and in particular candidates for the upcoming board exams to stand firm and dedicate themselves wholeheartedly to their education. Palestinian Foreign Minister Riyad Maliki presented his grievances before United Nations International Court of Justice today against Israel's illegal occupation of Palestine. In his presentation, he stated 2.3 million Palestinians in Gaza, half of them children who are unbound, killed, starved, and displaced. More than 3.5 million Palestinians in the West Bank, including East Jerusalem, are subjected to colonization of their territory. 1.7 million Palestinians in Israel are treated as second-class citizens. 7 million Palestine refugees continue to be denied their right to return to their land and homes. He further said Palestinians are continue to be denied their fundamental rights and self-determination. Replying to comment made by the Israeli leaders that Palestine was a wasteland, Palestinian foreign ministers said there was life in this land, there was a political life, there was social life, cultural life, a religious life. Palestine had schools and universities, cinemas and cultural halls. It had villages and villagers, families and communities. It is the reality of the expulsion of the Palestinians from their own land, he added.
Mr. President, members of the court, it is an honor and a great responsibility to appear before you on behalf of the people and state of Palestine in these historic proceedings. I stand before you as 2.3 million Palestinians in Gaza, half of them children, are besieged and bombed, killed and maimed, starved and displaced. As more than 3.5 million Palestinians in the West Bank, including East Jerusalem, are subjected to colonization of their territory and the racist violence that enables it. As 1.7 million Palestinians in Israel are treated as second-class citizens and welcomed intruders in their ancestral land. As 7 million Palestine refugees continue to be denied their right to return to their land and homes.
That is all for today's news, and have a pleasant evening ahead.